still have dreams about that house in black and white and green, and the big backyard. Glad I remembered how to dream, but there's static around the edges now. Just trying to get through, all fuzzy on the corners as the image comes into view. We were two magnets pointed north in corresponding force. Magnets pointed north. Sleeping there with 4 or 5 of us. Concrete steps down to the lake. Slipping hands down a wrought iron railing, wet by foam on the wake. Climbing out on the roof in December, both nursing our wounds. Gave me a jacket, said I want you to have it. It looks better on you. We were two magnets pointing north in corresponding force. Magnets pointed north. We were two magnets pointed north on coinciding course. Magnets pointed north.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, guys, that was our buddy Maxwell Stern. He was on one of the first episodes of Late Night with the Davy. You know, I met Max when he was like, he must have just been barely 21 out in Portland playing solo. And he plays in a band called Signals Midwest. He also plays in a really cool band called Timeshares that existed before he ended up joining up with them. And it's kind of interesting because when I listen to his music, I hear similarities with the way that Timeshares writes music. Guys, if you don't listen to Timeshares, you got to check them out, especially if you like, you know, if you like the older Goo Goo Dolls, like back when they were like pop punk or something like Soul Asylum, like that's kind of the jam right there when it comes to, you know, something like Timeshares. But yeah, hopefully Max doesn't copyright strike me. I put that in there earlier. He is putting out that record on August 9th on Lauren Records. You can pre-order it right now. You guys know how I am about lifting people up in the community. Max is a guy that's like not just musically talented, but extraordinarily artistically talented in so many ways. So really easy to throw yourself behind someone like that. I guess I'll just ride his coattails by letting like this song has dominated my playlist. And then he also has a brand new single that he put out called How Did You Find Me Here is what it's called. Really good as well. And yeah, I never liked the Wallflowers, but when I listened to that song, Two Magnets, I'm like, it kind of sounds like the Wallflowers and I really like it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. You know, as per usual, I started out the stream with just some sort of blah, blah stream of consciousness. I guess that's what I'm prone to do from time to time. But I want to say hi to everyone, and then I'll tell you why I've been so like live and active the last couple nights, because it's a fun little story. So we got the whole reason why this live stream, why this impromptu live stream exists, is this guy Eli Cortez. Today I got my very first, I'll cover up his address, I don't care about mine, but my very first, package from a subscriber, like an actual, like this is incredible. Like this, I would never call a subscriber a fan, but just like when that level of connection reaches, or when that kind of connection reaches that level where someone is sending you something because they're like, hey, I want you to have this. I think that's really cool. And the reason why I'm doing the live is because, like, hell or high water, I was going to open up this package and dive into it tonight anyway. So I might as well do it with you guys. As you can see, I did slit the tape on the sides. I have not looked inside. Other than a Halloween End Steelbook, I have no idea what's inside the box. So what's in the box? So yeah, let's say what's up to everyone else here. We got Big Rod, what's happening? And Robert the Wolfman. Ow, ow. Robert is one of the coolest dudes out there. If you get the chance to talk to Robert, like if you're at a convention, you see Robert, if you're in the Phoenix area and you see him, yeah, he may have some scary looking contacts in, but the dude is a total sweetheart. He is one of my favorite people that I've met within the last handful of years of my life, and really pumped to see him jumping in here. And yeah, Big Rod was saying, first night in my new house, the cats are nervously scoping out the place. And I had something very similar happen. Kate and I moved into this house like 4 years ago, and Loomis, our girl cat, so we have 3 cats. 2 of them are siblings from the same litter. And so there's Cosmo, the boy. He's the gray and white one. And then there's Loomis, the girl. She's like the black and white and kind of caramely one. I got to name her. Kate named Cosmo because she loves Kramer from Seinfeld. And I got to name Loomis because I love Halloween. And Loomis kind of fits, right? Like if you just name something Loomis, it's kind of like, it's a genderless feeling kind of name. So it was perfect. And yeah, we had the same experience. We moved in here, Big Rod, and she immediately tried to like leave the door. Like she just wanted to run out. And then the first night we ordered pizza and we watched Friday the 13th part 3, and she hid under our like little console the whole night. Couldn't find her. It was incredible. Yeah, Robert the Wolfman says this music is perfect for the bowl I'm smoking before bed. That's great. Eli loves the song as well. We got Jamie Hart in the chat. What's happening, Jamie? Great to see you. I saw you hanging out in the Dream Warriors stream we had going on earlier. Oh, thank you so much, Eli. I feel like a fresh piece of fruit, so I might as well wear it. I'm a huge watermelon nut. If you guys know anything about me, I adore watermelon. When Trolley put out those watermelon sharks, I was like, this is targeted marketing, because I love sharks, not just because of Jaws, but I love sharks and I love watermelon. I also love sour candy. There we go. Big Rod says all these familiar faces. It's like we're getting the band back together every time Davey streams. That's awesome. 5 likes right now. I'll take it. I'll take it, Nicholas, because there's 6 people in the chat. So there's 1 person that hasn't liked it. That's cool. We got to earn it every single time. And I really do. I appreciate you guys jumping in here. This is totally last minute. You guys just hung out with me last night. I feel like I'm live all the time. And I told you on Sunday, like I broke up Sundays. I was like, all right, Sunday, I love you, but I have to break up with you because I want to do more pre-recorded content. And I will do a pre-recorded video on everything in here, but I did want to jump on live because I'm so excited. I want to watch Halloween Ends tonight. So I knew I wanted to get into the box here. It was a crazy day at work, but a good day at work. And then, I don't know if you guys saw this. I know a few of you were in the chat there. I was on with Braden Timmons and the guys from Good Real Hunting on the Good Real Hunting channel. We watched A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, and did a little watch along Q&A commentary kind of thing. So yeah. Nicholas says, Davey, I wasn't expecting you to stream tonight. You know what? I wasn't either, dude, because Eli sent the package. He told me, he gave me the tracking number and everything. I followed it. I wasn't supposed to get the package until Monday. It said Monday by 9 o'clock. So I figured it would be a little bit. And then I got an email this afternoon and Eli's like, hey, dude, the package got there, just so you know, because it's like 1:15 during the day out here in the Phoenix area. So I don't want anything out in the mailbox for any longer than it has to be. So yeah. And I'm finishing off my old-fashioned pre-made drink from Safeway, and I put a little squirt in it. That's what I've been sipping on tonight. Big Rod says, my bad, 7 likes. All right, I thought you said my bod has 7 likes. Like, my bod, dude, my bod's got 7 likes, which I think would be kind of cool too. Maybe that's how, maybe I'll, as Nicholas is telling us what the likes are at, I'm going to say bod. Maybe like, this bod has 20 likes. It's not going to get 20 likes, but Jamie says, I love those guys over at Goodreel. They're great, man. They're amazing. I try not to miss their streams. Yeah. Plus they had me on to play trivia once. Super fun dudes. They are excellent. I really like them. Like I said in the stream, the way they interact with the chat is very like it. I know sometimes during like late night, it's a little bit tougher because I can get locked in with that interview. Admittedly, it's just one of those things. I think one of the great things about Good Reel Hunting, it's the 2 people, so they can both keep a track, keep an eye on the chat and bring those folks in. That's why I love doing stuff like Movie Punks, because we get to bring folks in. I am such a talker that maybe it sort of works that I stream by myself a lot, but there is a certain amount of like, you feel a little naked when you're alone, I mean, at least on the stream. Late night with the Davey after dark on a Thursday night. What's up, Gavin, our guy? Gavin he was the first Patreon. What a dude. I mean, what can I say about Gavin, right? This is the kind of guy, like, in the middle of my busy, stupid, stressful day, I'm like, well, let me see if Gavin's over on Instagram and we can DM a little bit. Like, I need a little cool off. I need a break from everything. So that's one of the awesome things about getting to know you guys, is some of us get to know each other a little bit better. And it's really cool. Like, it keeps me grounded and it keeps me focused on, like, yeah, making a living and doing well at your job is really important, but like it just reminds me about like finding balance with everything, right? And making sure that, like, if I can stay in touch with you guys a little bit throughout the day, it's just an awesome thing. So anyways, Jamie says, I definitely prefer to be part of a panel. Yeah, we got to get you back out there, Jamie. Hey, whenever you're ready, let me know. We'll do a watch along stream. We'll have some fun. Like, we'll figure something out. I mean, I know that plenty of people out there too. So I know you can get your own things going. I'm just saying, if you ever, feel free to reach out to me, we can get something going too. So yeah, guys, I will probably I will do a true unboxing where I take out, I've got a little Canon EOS camera, and I'll kind of do that top-down view so we can really take a look at everything, because usually I operate off this webcam. I don't know if you guys saw the post on YouTube, but that was sort of like, all right, let me give everyone, like, this is what it really looks behind the scenes, because my background is pretty cool, but like, the fun thing, it's like, it's that illusion, I think just like movies have that illusion, like YouTube channels or just anyone with a webcam can have that illusion. So it's pretty interesting. I mean, I always got my guy Michael looking out for me. It's great. And but around me is absolute chaos, right? So yeah. Let's see here. Nicholas says, Davey, you know what's funny? You and Garrett both are streaming right now, and I have to go back and forth. Yeah, I appreciate that, because I love Born to Be Rad. Garrett's channel is awesome, and I would not blame anyone for tuning into him rather than tuning into me. But I wanted to get into this package that Eli sent me because I really want to watch the film. So we don't need to hang out too long. So Nicholas, you can get on over to Garrett's, of course, whenever you're ready. That's awesome, Jamie. But yeah, I'm not trying to hold you guys up for 2.5 hours like I do with late night. Medley Man says, "What's up? Did you watch the first episode of The Wire yet?" I have not, Medley Man. It's been very busy. Kate, my lovely, lovely wife, as you guys know. So we live in the Phoenix area, and she went out to the Kenny Chesney concert last night. She's a big fan. You guys know me. I'm more of a punk rock guy. So she went out with a good friend of ours, Shauna, and then she was going to stay at Shauna's place and take today off of work. However, last night we had a brutal lightning storm. I could see it all over the place. We're in the west part of the Phoenix Valley, and where the concert was more like, in the city. So probably about 40 minutes away, on a freeway. I could see the lightning, guys. I know everyone at like a lot of places have lightning storms, but this was like flashes of lightning every 1 or 2 seconds. Like this was bonkers all over the place. Kenny decided he wasn't comfortable going on stage. So they canceled the show, or they postponed the show. And then they let everyone know today that the show is going to be tonight. So this is my second night of being Bachelor Davey. That's why, like, if Kate were here, you guys, I probably just would have kept the package all sealed and not done anything with it. But the fact that I'm like left to my own devices, clearly you can tell if I'm having my old fashioned with a little bit of squirt in it, then I'm left to my own devices. But things could be a lot worse. I could be up to nefarious deeds if I were a lesser person. So it's great to hang out with you guys. Nicholas, it's okay, Davey. I can try to watch both you and Garrett. Yeah, as far as production goes and as far as like looks and handsomeness goes, I don't think you're gonna beat Garrett. So I don't mind Nicholas. I think Garrett's great. I love Born to Be Rad. I could never, if you're watching him right now, I ain't mad at you. Check out the high school thrillers video that Foz and I did with Garrett and Cody, Dude Who Loves Movies. So Foz and I, the movie punks, we went over there and we talked about 80s like high school thrillers, like movies with like gangs and teachers or administrators that have to throw down on everyone there. So yeah. Mud says that belly button is going to be so chapped. I don't know. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. You guys are like, I tuned in for this. I could be watching Born to Be Rad. Like, that guy has a lot of stuff in his background. Okay, so guys, I want to get into this because I opened up the box and I already saw some really cool shit. So this awesome Severin sticker. I love those Severin releases. I've got one for the Changeling. It comes with a 4K, a Blu-ray, and the soundtrack. I love it. I think Severin does some really cool shit. It may have cost me $40 at a convention, but it was really cool. And then we have a fortune teller miracle fish. I don't know. I've never really, I knew people that played with these, Eli. I don't know if you're still in the chat. But I don't think I've ever played with one before. So I'll have to read, like, I guess I pull it out and it tells me if I'm, oh yeah, moving head means jealousy. Moving tail means indifference. Moving head and tail means in love. Curling sides means I'm fickle. Well, I'm definitely that. Turns over means false. You're just a big fat phony. Let's see here. Motionless means dead one. Dead fuck. Give it to me straight, Doc. Curls up entirely means I'm passionate. Well, I certainly am that. So maybe there'll be curling sides and curling up entirely. How do you tell? So I guess anyone that gets passionate, they're probably fickle too, I would imagine, right? Gavin, you let me know. Gavin, you seem like a guy that's a little fickle and passionate. I think that fits you. Long Legs was phenomenal, reminded me of Seven. Yeah, I pick up those Seven vibes. Everyone says, Silence of the Lambs. And I think like because of the procedural, FBI agent, like I think those things match up, but really like Silence of the Lambs is pretty different because it's more about the investigator, like the agent actually interacting with the person to try to catch somebody else, right? That's pretty much, or is that Manhunter? Whatever. They're all the same movie. All those Hannibal movies are the same thing. I think Long Legs was better than Silence of the Lambs. Absolutely. But yeah, picked up those Seven vibes. And it reminded me of a Wes Anderson movie. The only Severin release I have is the basic Blu-ray of The Strange Vice of Mrs. Ward. Yeah, the only one that I have is The Changeling, but I think it is a pretty damn good release. And I think I always talk about The Changeling. You guys are probably like, shut up about The Changeling, but I really love it. I think it's really good. I'm hopping on with the Twisted Locker guys. I don't know if you guys follow the Twisted Locker. They're from Wales. And on Sunday, I'm going to be doing a pre-recorded video where we're going to talk about hidden horror gems. And one of the things that I'm going to cover is, well, we'll just tell you then. So yeah, I was thinking like, I thought about The Changeling, but I also was like, all right, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to switch it up because I'm always talking about the damn Changeling. Eli is still here. That's great. Medley Man's gonna try to beat GTA 5. All right. Best of luck. We got 9 likes. That's great because we have 7 folks in the chat. So we're we're winning here. Doesn't fickle mean you change up a lot? I'm just bipolar. I think fickle means it's like being picky. Fickle is being picky. That's what I think of it as. I don't know. I don't know. I've only seen each film once. And if you told me like if you did a which movie do you want to watch again, I would pick Longlegs over Silence of the Lambs. Nothing against. I thought Silence of the Lambs was great. Like I think Jonathan Demme's a really good director. The performances are awesome. I think I like that Longlegs is like a bit more of like maybe a think piece and like just enough artsy without being like too artsy fartsy for me. Yeah. Yeah, who said that? Somebody else was telling me that the Changeling is was it gosh, I was on a live stream at some point this week where somebody was telling me that yeah, Nev Campbell really loves it as well. Guys, tell me, I do so much was it over on Flet's channel? It might have been. I don't know. I'm on all the time, so it gets tough to remember every little thing. I've never seen American Gangster. Yeah, extreme value, sure. Antonis, what's happening, Antonis? Another one of our great patrons over on Patreon. Okay, guys, so there's a couple things I'm trying to like take everything out of the box without really seeing it. So it feels like it's the Steelbook. So I just, but before I open it, I just wanted to bring attention to it because that's why we're here. Oof, really did a job on this one. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. So Eli, you made it sound like you maybe had bought it and then bought the set. But this hasn't been opened yet. This is amazing. Guys, this is really cool. I know I don't do a lot of physical media stuff on the channel, but this is really cool. Like I've been doing the channel for a little bit over a year, so to have somebody send something like this over here is really awesome. I love this movie. This is a top 5 Halloween movie for me. I know a lot of people don't like the story and where they took it, and I get that. I knew what I was getting into when I went and saw the movie, and they had me through and through. So this is really awesome, Eli. Thank you so much. I certainly didn't expect a shrink wrapped copy. And everyone in the chat right now, if you have a copy of this, you know how vibrant this orange is here. And yeah, this is awesome, man. I don't have I have the 2018 Steelbook, so now I guess I need to seek out one for Kills. Like I really like Kills as well. I like all of the David Gordon Green Halloween movies quite a bit. I would say all of them are in my top 5. I just think that that's the kind of quality movies they are. Even though there are things about them that I don't like, I feel that way about pretty much every Halloween movie, except for the first one. Even though like the acting isn't too impressive in the first Halloween movie, everything else is just so damn good. This is fucking Awesome, Eli. Thank you so much, man. I can't wait to. Should I take the shrink wrap? Shrink wrap. Should I take the shrink wrap off now, guys? Do you guys want to see me open it? Let me know in the chat. I can always show it off in a video later, but let me know in the chat if you really want me to dive in, okay? And then we got some other like we're not even there's like another box in here that I didn't know about. I'm trying to feel hopefully I don't need like another knife because I don't have my knife on me right now. But there are a couple other things right here that I don't even know what they are. I'm like, I put my blinders on and just put them to the side. So, oh my God. Yeah, we got Sky Sharks. I love this right here. That shark, is that an actual like missile? It's pretty much what Dr. Evil wanted to see. I know the laser beam isn't on the shark's head, but I mean close enough, right? So this is a DVD shrink wrapped as well. Oh my goodness. I've never even heard of this movie. So it says on the back, we didn't play God, we were gods. 75 years after World War II, an Arctic research team discovers the Himmelsfaust, a colossal Nazi warship thought to be long lost. Within, they find Third Reich's base for a weapon like no other. They don't say the Third Reichs, they just say we found Third Reichs. So like this was written by an Eastern European that doesn't use articles in front of verbs. Within, they find Third Reich's base for a weapon like no other. Sky Sharks. Jet-propelled, artillerily equipped, aeronautically and manned by an army of undead elite Nazi soldiers. These flying beasts were created to prevent the downfall of the Third Reich. All right, well, there they know to use the. Interesting. But now they seek revenge to claim their final victory, taking down the whole world with them in process. Not in the process, if they can. I'm so pumped. If the way that they wrote the description on the back is any indication, then I'm gonna love this movie. You guys know from late night last night when I talked to Daniel, I do have an affinity for quote unquote bad films. Like I really don't mind them as long as they're entertaining. Like to me, that's kind of where it's at, right? It's not so much about like, does this match up to Citizen Kane in 2001, or is this just a really fun time? There you go, Jamie. Dead End Cinema is in the chat. This is the first time I've seen you in the chat, Dead End. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully I didn't miss you. I know it's been a few minutes since you dropped that comment, but everybody make a Dead End Cinema feel welcome here to the channel. Totes Jelly. Yeah, no, I really like them too, and I just if I had the means to go out and be a bit more of a physical media collector, I would. A lot of the money that I spend on physical media gets spent on vinyl. I really love vinyl. Yeah, it is very nice. Yeah. Yeah, all thanks to Eli, man. All right, so Jamie wants me to open it. Starts with freaking laser beams. Sounds like a horrible movie, but I kind of want to watch it. Guys, should I see if this is available on a streaming service? And then after Kate and I watch Jaws in the next week, we could do Sky Sharks. Let's see if Sky Sharks is on Tubi. You guys in the chat, if you're there, you can do the research for me. I would love to watch this one with you guys, especially based on that comment right there. So let's do it. Jamie says, I like a lot of bad films. I've defended The Exorcist too. Yeah. I even, I'm a huge Mystery Science Theater guy. And I know when I talked to Daniel last night, he was like, it seemed like the impression that he got from the show is they really were putting those folks down. But I do think that there's a bit of an affinity there. Like there's anytime in my family, we give each other shit a lot of the time. And Gavin, I think maybe you can relate with this as per our conversation earlier today. But we give good-natured ribbing and jabbing at each other in a fun way. You make it obvious that you're being that way. My mom is always like, you're terrible. I can't believe you say that to me. And I'm like, Mom, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't say anything. So it's this is my way of showing my love. And I think that sometimes with Mystery Science Theater and the bad movies, it's sort of like that's their way of showing some love. Yeah. Oh, Dead End Cinema usually lurks. That's cool too. You can pop in, don't need to interact. But hey, we got a bunch of fun stuff on the channel lately. I've been upping my trailer reaction game. So I did the new Joker trailer and the new Terrifier 3 trailer. And then I did that really fun Rad 9 challenge of movies of 1994. That vid has kind of caught some steam, and that was a lot of fun to put together. There's so many great movies from 1994. It was pretty difficult. But it was really cool to watch Daniels, the guest from Late Night and from the Cobwebs channel, and find out that we had 5 of the same Rad 9. That was pretty cool, especially because I'm like 11 years older than the guy. There we go. We got a little welcome. Tony Todd, and Lar Park Lincoln. Really? I guess I totally missed that. Let me check it out. Are you looking on the IMDb? Oh, I see Tony Todd there. Okay. Yeah, it's really tough. Everyone has a lot of makeup on. There's a crazy shot of like, look at that shark that just looks like a straight up transformer. Like, which one's Tony Todd? It's crazy. He's the one just above the shark, I think. But it's really tough to tell because everyone is so monstrous. All right, guys. So let's take a look at the rest. And then Jamie, I know you wanted me to open it. So let's take a look at the rest and see what we got. All right. So this is a color your own movie cover by Orlando Oracina. So it's a watch, scream, repeat. I just want to show that off really quick to you guys. This is my little ASMR video. So yeah, there's pictures there you can color, and they give you like a little guide. So these are really cool because it's like, yeah, you get, some smaller colored pencils. Very detailed. Oh, there's a Child's Play. That's really cool. Carrie. Okay. I like it. We got The Fly. Devil's Due. I'm not familiar with Devil's Due. Let's see what else we got here. Creepers and Body. All right. Yeah, these are really cool. Joyride. Oh, Killer Clowns. I know a lot of you guys will want to see that Killer Clowns from Outer Space there. Of course, those Chiodos brothers. Great filmmakers, and Chiodos is a really fun band as well. We got the clown from Poltergeist there as well. There you are. Yeah, this is really cool, man. Return of the Living Dead. Yes, there we go. If you guys saw the last episode, let me try to. It's always so bizarre. There we go. If you guys saw the last episode of Movie Punks, Foz and I covered Return of the Living Dead. That's Tarman there. I mean, everyone, you guys all know. You guys know how classic and amazing it is. Jamie Hart saw it in the theater like 17 times, Little Young Frankenstein. Okay, so maybe I missed that. I guess I didn't know right at the beginning. So there's 28 days later. It looks like, Hills Have Eyes is in here as well. Okay, this is really cool. I really dig this. Hell yeah. And then what else do we got, guys? So we've got this box within the box. And this looks like, I don't know what the hell this is. Is it drugs, Eli? Let me know. Oh my good dude. Dude, Eli, are you still here in the chat? This is crazy. I'm like, I feel bad now. I feel bad. Guys, this is unreal. Oh my God. You guys are so amazing. I love every single person that comes by and watches the channel and hops on a stream and, does the Patreon thing and shares it with their friends and everything. Like I'm at like 765 subscribers, guys, but you guys make me feel like I have thousands. And every single one of you guys finds a way to do that. This here is like borderline overwhelming. Like, I don't really know quite how to react. And I know, Jamie, I I can't just like, this is unreal, you guys. Eli's getting, I don't send a Christmas card to anyone. My family doesn't get a Christmas card. Eli's getting a Christmas card because this is absurd. Eli sent me the first 4 seasons of Tales from the Crypt. Guys, this is unreal. I love this show. I think Tales from the Crypt is the Twilight Zone of its era. Great storytelling, amazing, directors and actors, and even actors that came in to direct. I know Christopher Reeve was involved. I think Michael J. Fox directed an episode or two. Robert Zemeckis famously directed the first episode. The I don't know why it's slipping my mind right now, but it's the Christmas episode. This is unreal, dude. This is friggin' crazy. I love this movie so much, or this TV show so much. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't know what to think. This is one of those shows that I used to like stream off. I can't even remember what the site was now, but I used to stream it just to like rewatch them because when I lived in Alaska, HBO was really expensive. It was really tough. My parents didn't want it. Plus, they didn't want me watching all the naughty stuff on HBO. But there was a little bit of time when I was in 3rd grade in like 1990. My dad was in the Coast Guard. He was a commander in the Coast Guard. And we had been in Alaska for about 5 years. Like, to me, that was home. And then we got stationed in Annapolis, Maryland. And we moved out there. We were only out there for 9 months. He was going to retire. His 20 years was coming up in 9 months. And the Coast Guard shipped him off. And like, I remember that being a whole thing in the family where my mom was like, well, I guess we're retiring if that's how they're going to treat us. So this was one of those shows that when we were out in Maryland, HBO was part of just the regular cable package back then. So I watched these episodes as like a 9-year-old, 8 and 9 years old or whatever it was. I love them so much. The Twilight Zone is one of my favorite TV shows of all time. Tales from the Crypt, another one. You guys know how I feel about episodic television, but anthology television like Tales from the Crypt, amazing. Dude, this is unreal. Eli, I don't know what to do, man. I don't know. Like, I can send you a Christmas card. I feel like I need to send you like a roast or something. Like, I need to send you like, is there a basket? Is there a basket that says thank you for 4 seasons of Tales from the Crypt, a copy of Halloween's on Steelbook, and I mean, can't leave it out. I mean, if you're not going to talk about Sky Sharks, then why are you even here? This is amazing, you guys. And of course, the book from Orlando Aracena, where you can color the different characters and covers of classic horror movies. And we got our Severance sticker and our sweet little fortune teller fish, which I guess that'll be its whole own video. Maybe I'll do a short on that. This is incredible, Eli. Thank you so much, man. I don't ever expect anything like this. So this is really awesome. This is like Christmas in July, right? And here we are on the 25th of July. How about it? Man, so I thought that after the stream, I was going to pop on Halloween Ends. I'll probably put on some Tales from the Crypt. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Let me know. Do you guys have a favorite episode of Tales from the Crypt or like a favorite moment? Even if you don't know what the episode was, like, and even if you're watching this live stream like after the fact, jump in the comments. If you can't remember the name of the episode, just be like, I don't know, but it was about this, this, and this. Like, there are all sorts of episodes that to me, like, I watched them as a kid and it feels almost like dreamlike when I try to describe them. So yeah, guys, let me know. I'm interested to find that all out. And let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, so let's continue with holy cow, the suspense is killing me. And Eli, dude, you're the man. This is absolutely incredible. So generous. I can't believe it. You know, people like I guess I'm just not used to this kind of thing. So it's really, really cool, man. I'm struggling to express myself. And as somebody that talks all the damn time, that's a pretty daunting thing. And Nicholas says, I always love how friendly and nice you are to me and everyone, Davey. You decide this love. Yeah, you guys are sweet enough to spend your time with me, and I'm just some guy that really likes movies and really loves horror, and I love music and I love people. So I love hanging out with you guys. I appreciate that. You know what? My whole philosophy on life is like, unless you give me a reason to, why wouldn't I be friendly to you? Right? I'm going to be friendly from the start. I'm going to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I don't even care. Even if somebody came up and said, hey, this person disagrees with you on everything, politics, movies, music, whatever, I'd still be nice to them. Right? Because I think we could still get along. And the only thing that would make me not be friendly is if somebody's not friendly to me. Yeah, Medley, man. Friggin' ridiculous, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Antonis, if you haven't seen Tales from the Crypt, I highly recommend it. Check out some episodes on YouTube, man. Like, you really can't go wrong. Like, it's not one of those hit or miss shows. It's like Tales from the Crypt is like knocking it out of the park like 95% of the time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying that even the episodes that are like not as good or like weak compared to others are still really damn good. They're their own little, it's like watching, a little creep show. You're getting a little slice of creep show or something like that. It's really fun. Yeah, Jamie, Eli knocked it out of the park, man. There you go. Dead End Cinema collects the 50s comics from EC. That's awesome, man. Necro. Guys, if you don't follow Necro on Insta, go check him out. Again, another, with Eli sending the package here with all of these great gifts, and then Necro here has been putting together these really fun thumbnails for he did one for the Late Night with the Davey where Christian came on and Sledgehammer Horror came on, which is one of my favorite posts on his site. He does a whole bunch of like really fun, like kind of face swap, like really fun posts, but he's also been doing thumbnails like I don't like, because of Necro, I don't have to advertise for the Jaws watch along, because this is somebody that jumps onto the channel and they love the experience that they have so much that they want to volunteer their talents to help us out. That's incredible. That's what I'm talking about. Like, you guys, everyone has their own kind of way of contributing to what's going on here, and you complete me. You know what I mean? Nedley Man says, would you rather have $1,000 worth of pennies or every episode of The Simpsons on individual discs? I'd rather have all the Simpsons episodes. I think The Simpsons is great. That's one of my favorite shows of all time. A lot of people are like, oh, the first like 5 or 6 seasons, and then it kind of tapers off. No way. The Simpsons is like brutally strong for about 14 years. And then I don't even think and I only say 14 years because that's sort of when I fell off, but I fell off just because, life happens and you just sort of, there's certain things that you stop watching television at an assigned time. But there have been episodes that I've seen even like 24, 25, 26 season where I think they're damn funny. I thought the Simpsons movie was really funny. It's kind of like SNL, where it's like you always think that the era that you grew up with is the funniest, but it's usually like pretty consistent, for the most part. Eli, you're my hero, man. Thank you, Nicholas. 12 likes. Appreciate it. Rewatch the whole trilogy. I should do that. Yeah, I need the Steelbook 4 kills. So I don't even know where to find that. I don't know if it's available. I don't know how much it is, but I know I'm in a spot right now where I'm trying to be really smart with my money. So if somebody finds themselves in a spot similar to Eli did with this one, like, hey, feel free. Shoot me an email, shoot me a DM. I'll give you my address. We'll take a look at it. And Jamie, should we open this up? You guys let me know. TZ Corn Pop, what's happening, bud? Great to see ya. Oh, you're totally fine, man. You're totally fine. Necro says the first Tales from the Crypt episode that always comes to mind for me is Dig the Cat, He's Real Gone, with Joe Pantoliano, where he lives 9 lives and uses it for stunt deaths. I think I remember that one. That's where he's in a circus, right? I think I remember that one because like I said, about 10 years ago, I was watching those some of those episodes on those whatever those illegal download sites are. And I remember that one because I love Joe Pantoliano as a performer. I think he's just really charming. I mean, whatever he's in, like, he's got me. Mud says, I've never seen the show, but Demon Knight is one of my favorite 90s movies. Yeah, dude, Demon Knight's really damn good. Gavin, I would say, I think Demon Knight's a great movie. I think, like, the show, I think there are certain episodes that are, like, right there and even beyond that. Like, and I don't know if you're a big Twilight Zone fan. For me, like, some Twilight Zone episodes are a little more corny than others, but I feel like the show, like, for its time is pretty punk rock. Like, I didn't know when I was a kid, like, I didn't know with the Twilight Zone that Rod Serling wrote a lot of those episodes. I always thought, like, oh, he's just the host because he's really charming. He's got the look, the stark, thick eyebrows, the smoking, he's got the voice. But he wrote like 30% of the shows on the Twilight Zone. And then they have other great writers like Richard Matheson involved and all that kind of fun stuff. Like, I love the Twilight Zone. And to me, Tales from the Crypt is like the 90s version of that. I think it's right up there, neck and neck, I would say, Tales from the Crypt. And yeah, you're going to see great people like before they were stars, or people that like were stars that just wanted to, like, I mean, what, you work for like a week and you get to make this great little episode, it's really fun. Yeah, Demon Knight's great. I mean, Billy Zane is super charming. Jada Pinkett Smith puts in like a really good performance there. Between like that performance and her performance in Scream 2, like, that's some really good shit. I've been good for longer than 14 years. If I said I actually have $1,000 worth of pennies, would you all think I'm weird? No, but could you send it to me? I'll give you my address. Yeah, Nicholas, the Simpsons movie is great. Open it. Okay. Open it, Clarky. Open it. Cutting Cards is one of my favorite episodes with the Lance Henriksen. Yeah, that's a really good one too. See, everyone is popping up all over. The one with Christopher Reeve that I'm thinking of is like really morbid and crazy. There's like, of course, the classic one where the guy shows up to his surprise birthday party, but it ends up being a surprise for everyone in the apartment instead. If you know, you know. What's happening, Carbonite? Thank you so much for hanging out. Saw you in the chat earlier this evening for Dream Warriors. If you guys want, I might just sing tonight. I can bust out the guitar and play you guys an Elvis Costello song, although I don't know. Nicholas, got to check it out. I used to watch The Twilight Zone every New Year leading up to the ball drop with my mom when I was younger. Yeah. If you like Twilight Zone, Gavin, like, I'm pretty sure you'd like Tales from the Crypt. And I would say, like, maybe Tales from the Crypt is a little more your speed because it is, it gets a little dirtier. Like, there's nudity and blood. I mean, it's an R-rated show, but it has those, moralistic kind of elements. Like, the bad guy gets the comeuppance, Not every episode has all of the R-rated elements, but it is an R-rated show, I would say. Something that, like, when I was watching it at 8 or 9 years old, like, I probably shouldn't have been, but I'm glad I did. You should get baked and watch Tales from the Crypt. Well, Eli, in that spirit right there, I'll get going on this Granddaddy Purple. There we go. You guys know I'm a big old stoner cannabis head. Yeah, Billy Zane's amazing. It's his best role. I love William Sadler. Oh man. That one hit a little hard. Yeah, William Sadler, like, that's probably his best role that I've seen him in. But I love him in he's in Shawshank. I really love him as Death in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey as well. He's really good in Disturbing Behavior, which isn't a great movie, but like, I really like him a lot. Necro says Rod Serling's Night Gallery is decent if you've already watched all the Twilight Zone. Yeah, I've seen some of the Night Gallery episodes. I really dig those. Something about the black and white of Twilight Zone I really dig, though. Certain things just look really, like, there's something about like the shooting and the style and the storytelling that just seems a little more folklorish, but I do think Night Gallery is pretty good. William Sadler's awesome. And yep, it is. It is overrated. And I know the director had his movie like cut to shit. Like I was saying last night when we were talking, guys, it's like we don't really see that as much anymore. And that's a really cool thing. But yeah, there's for decades, you know, people's movies being chopped up, you know. That's amazing, Nicholas, for some impromptu stuff. All right, guys. So I am unwrapping the Halloween ends. I'm gonna say, should I save that sticker? Doesn't look like I have to, but yeah. So you got your little like oversleeve here for the 4K Ultra HD. So it's got all the little like liner notes and details on the back. And yeah, we got this really snazzy look at Michael, or is it Corey? And then we got Lori on the back. And yeah, this is gorgeous. Should I put what should I do with the code, guys? Should I put the code like on a Instagram story? Like, what do you guys want me to do with the code? Because I probably don't need it digitally. So is there anyone out there that enjoys Halloween Ends that hasn't seen it? Or do you guys think I should just like put it out there on socials and then the first person to find it gets it? I don't know. But yeah, even behind the discs, guys, there's like, so you can see Lori there. And let me pop out the other discs here as well. Mm-hmm. Come on. There we go. Yeah, you got that really cool shot of, it's kind of tough to see them fighting in the kitchen at the climax there. Not that kind of climax. Get your head out of the gutter. Yeah, this is Eli. This is, I'm not going to say too much because I'm so thankful and grateful, you know. So I never want to say too much because I wouldn't want somebody to be like, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that." This is amazing, dude. This is incredible. Guys, look at this. Just can we get some love in the chat for Eli? I mean, all of you guys are great. I love all of you guys, but I think that this certain things deserve celebration, you know? And I think like when I look at a stack like this is like, you know, it's been an interesting summer. You guys know that I was out of work for a little bit and I finally, you know, got a new job and all that stuff. So maybe I can arrange that a little bit better here. But you know, like something like this just really lifts my spirits. I mean, every time I go live, you guys make me feel amazing, you know, and totally loved. So I can't tell you enough how thankful I am. And look at that stack. Sky Sharks, guys. Can you believe it? Like, look at that. This is amazing. Whew. And this is, you know, this is one of the reasons why it's so easy to want to come hang out with you guys all the time. You know, I talk about getting addicted to doing videos because it's just hanging out with everyone is addicting. You know, that's just one of those things. Yeah. William Sadler's The Mummy in the beginning of Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood. I did not know that, Eli. So not only is Eli sending the physical gifts, he's also dropping some knowledge. I had no idea. I think Bordello of Blood's really fun. Like I like Dennis Miller a lot, and you also get a little bit of Feldman in there. I think yeah, Bordello of Blood and Demon Knight are both great. Like when you look at 90s horror, you feel like a lot of times it's the decade of horror where people are like, what the hell happened in the 90s? Because for the most part, people don't really, they mention Scream and stuff like that. They talk about like the slasher revival of the 90s, but then stuff like, you know, Candyman and these Tales from the Crypt movies like sort of get a little bit lost in the wayside. Even something like In the Mouth of Madness, which that was one of my Rad 9 1994 films, which is an underrated John Carpenter movie with Sam Neill. And if you got a creepy movie with Sam Neill, you know you're doing something right. But yeah, really love Bordello of Blood. Thank you for that factoid. Nicholas says, have you seen the movie Disturbed? Disturbia. Yeah, I have seen that movie. It's basically a remake of Rear Window with Jimmy Stewart. And I really like Disturbia. there are elements, a lot of people say Fright Night is like Rear Window with a vampire. And especially like in the Disturbia, it feels even more like Fright Night because it is suburban. Yeah. I can't wait to watch Raymond. I can't believe it. Yeah, he's fucking awesome, dude. There you go. Hashtag Eli. Yes, Eli gets the love. We got Tyler Adams in the chat. What's happening, Tyler? Great to see you. There it is. Ooh, make it 15 likes. Hell yeah. Love seeing you guys throw all the accolades towards Eli here. He definitely well, I'm sure he appreciates it, but he deserves it, Yeah, let's watch some Sky Sharks. Maybe not tonight, but let's watch it pretty soon. I almost went tonight, Tyler. I almost went tonight. But this little package of love came in, so I had to do this instead. But yeah, originally, like after doing the Dream Warrior stream over on Good Real Hunting, I was like, should I just go watch Deadpool and Wolverine by myself at like 9:00? Because Kate's out there watching Kenny Chesney. Kenny. Corey is fantastic in Bordello Blood. Dennis Miller is entertaining, but he definitely was a diva. Yeah, I can totally believe that Dennis Miller would be a bit of a diva. Yeah. Gavin says, yeah, good point. 90s has some great horror movies. I think it has less options than the 80s movies. Yeah, but it has movies that I would put anything. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, is you're always going to find those like one-offs or two-offs, and then there's also just like the way trends go as far as like what people are paying attention to. And definitely in the 90s, like the attention started swaying away from kind of like pop culture horror, whereas the 80s, it was huge. Jamie says, I just posted a video about why the apple farm next door ticks me off. F those people. Damn apple farm. Nice package. Thank you, Tyler. You as well. You as well. Yeah, guys. So I just wanted to jump on really quick. We've been going almost an hour here. This has been really fun. It's about 9:30 my time. For some of you, you're up. You're in Friday. You're living Friday. It's amazing, right? I don't know if you guys want to hang out anymore. There's 11 people in the chat, so we can totally hang out. If you like, what do you guys want to talk about? Let me know, because I can blah, blah, blah. Or I can hop off and leave you alone. You can go live your life. You can hang out with your loved ones, whatever that means, But yeah, if you guys have any questions or you want to talk about anything, I am totally down to hang out, because Kate is rocking out with our gal Shauna, and I'm a bachelor tonight, so let me know. I am going to take this hat off though, because the thing about the headphones is they push the hat down and it hurts my soft little head, my swaft little head. All right. And Dead End Cinema wants to know, where did you get that hat? I got this hat. I think I got this one at Mad Monster last year here in Arizona. I'm struggling to remember the name of the company, but I've got one. I have a Dawn of the Dead hat that's made by the same company. They also do a Brain Dead hat, and I have a Brain Dead shirt, but I'm from the States, so I know the film is Dead Alive, and it's like a trucker hat with the white, and then on the red, like red across, it says Brain Dead. I would love one that says Dead Alive. Like, I'm not against the whole Brain Dead thing, but since I have a shirt that says Brain Dead, I want a hat that says Dead Alive, because Dead Alive is one of my favorite films of all time. Easily one of my favorite zombie films. I'm a huge, to me, it sort of feels like Evil Dead 2-ish, a little bit. Yeah, but they're really cool. And then I've got my sweet little Halloween 45 enamel pen on there. There we go. Finally focused. And then I was fortunate enough to meet Darren and Frank from the Slaughtered Lamb Movie Podcast. Will that focus? Let's see. And I got that cool enamel pen from them, so I like to include that on my Halloween hat. Yeah. But yeah, I got to take that off. Shit, homie. Nicholas says, Davey, there are 16 likes, and I'm seeing Deadpool and Wolverine in a couple weeks with my brother. That's awesome. I hope you can avoid all the spoilerific kind of stuff. And I'm avoiding everything. I'm not watching any reviews or anything like that because I want to be surprised. If you guys watched the show last night, you know why. Yeah, man, it's funny. It's like year round I'll wear my horror stuff. I don't even care. And it's interesting. I don't know, Eli, like if you have like a cool horror t-shirt that you love to wear like on the weekends, but I've got there's like my little like silky one that's got, like Leatherface and Freddy and Jason and Michael on it. And I call it my day off shirt. And anytime I wear that out in public, people always stop me. And that's the cool thing about horror stuff. It's like, it's kind of like the chat here. Like, we've got 12 folks hanging out in the chat, and all of us love this thing so much. So it's like whenever you're walking around in Costco, you never know the person's going to be like, killer fucking hat, bro. And I'm that kind of guy. Like when I see somebody wearing something that I really like I'll fucking give them a shout out. I don't care. And I'm a sports guy. So if somebody's wearing something that's one of my teams, like I give them a little love as well. Ooh, Tyler says if this means you're going to do some crypt content, oh boy, that would be fun. What do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see Tales from the Crypt content? I don't know if Kate has ever seen Tales from the Crypt. Like she was born in 1993. So what? The show started in like 89, 88, 89. I don't know if she's ever seen one episode. So that would be really fun for us to do. Like, if there are any like episodes that you guys want us to pick, that'll be a really cool thing to do for like patrons and for membership members is like pick an episode of Tales from the Crypt because it's tough. You can't really do like a season recap because it's an anthology, right? So you almost have to like cover an episode at a time. So what do you guys want to see? Tyler, do you want us to watch and review every episode? And if so, how much are you gonna pay? No, I'm just Carbonite says, like that shirt, very summery. Yeah, I'm a big watermelon nut. I can't get enough of it, I swear. Like, and I feel juicy, y'all. Eli made me feel juicy and saucy and sweet. So, yeah. Any good suggestions for my next outdoor movie night? Ooh, all right. What kind of are you doing outdoor? Like, are you going camping? What are you doing outdoor, Jamie? Outdoor movie night. Now, if you want horror, so I'm thinking like I immediately in my head like E.T. popped up because I think E.T. is a great movie to watch outdoors. Like there's something about it. It's got that whole like adventure kind of feel that brings you back to a simpler time when kids rode their BMX bikes for like 7 hours a day until it was dark outside. But maybe if you're doing outdoor and you want horror, I don't know, something like, unless you watch it during October, maybe like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, I think would be a really good one. I think, and this is always a good idea for me. I think The Changeling from 1980 with George C. Scott. I don't think like that's a like anytime kind of movie. It doesn't take place outdoors, but it's not like a crazy, like overly bright movie. I think it would be really fun. Yeah. Dead Alive is a bundle of fun. PJ is the older Peter Jackson stuff I really love. Dead End Cinema says I need a Turbo Kid hat or shirt. I think that may be my favorite movie. I need to check out Turbo Kid because I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't think I've ever seen it. Send me a link. Dead End Cinema. Find me on socials. You can find me on Insta or Twitter, AB Deathray. And shoot me a DM and share a link. I'm always interested in like, I have so many blind spots in movies I haven't seen and all that stuff. So yeah, feel free to share. Antonis is going to wait until Deadpool and Wolverine comes out on demand or digital. All right. All right. So Eli wants to see episode reviews of every episode. All right. All right. Necro says, I love Dead Alive as much as Lionel loves his mother. And we all know he has an abundance of mother love. Yes. Yeah. Dead Alive is just amazing, right? Party's over. There it is. All right. So Tyler and Eli want the whole damn thing. Gavin says, oof, you're going to hate me. Peter Jackson's earlier work bugs the living shit out of me. I hate his style and New Zealand ass humor. I much prefer a movie like Deathgasm from New Zealand, even if it's childish. Okay. I really like the New Zealand humor, and not just with Peter Jackson, but you guys have heard me mention this band called The Beths on the channel. I love The Beths. They are from Auckland, New Zealand, and they've got this really sweet, endearing, self-deprecating kind of sense of humor, really understated, like really sweet. And I really dig that. And I don't hate you, Gavin. I mean, it's just the way you feel about movies. Like you and I agree on so many movies. Like I could never hold it against you, right? Like I can still watch it. You know, the next time I watch Dead Alive, you know what's not gonna ruin it for me is thinking, oh man, Gavin doesn't like this movie. You're totally cool, man. You're totally cool. Yeah, I did wear that shirt the last movie date with Davey and Kate. I didn't mean to, but I left it on. Need to get more hats. All I have is Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, hats are fun. I don't wear them a lot, but every now and then I'm just feeling it. And since I knew I was going to be doing an unboxing of the Halloween End Steelbook, figured I'd wear the hat, right? I used to wear hats a lot because I was a big baseball player when I was a kid. I played baseball and football and, you know, all-star second baseman and pitcher and all-star quarterback when I did football, but I was like little. So nothing to really brag about, but I still enjoy sports quite a bit. To me, I sort of think of sports as like, you know, the people that are really good at athletics, I'm like, I respect them the way I respect a good filmmaker or a good actor. I just think like it's performance, right? No matter what you're doing for a living, the people that perform really well, like I've got some respect for that. So and I have a family that's like pretty athletic. So like to me, like my nerddom knows no bounds. So it's like how nerdy I am about stuff like, you know, Halloween Ends, like, dude, I can get just as nerdy or more nerdy about like American football. Like seriously, I could have my if I wanted to do a sports channel, I could do a sports channel because like I'd rather talk about like I could do politics, I could do movies, I could do sports. I talk about movies and hang out with you guys because God, it's just like so enjoyable and not stressful. But I could do the other things if I wanted to, but I don't. Tales from the Gate, first time watch views. There you go. I would drop dollars for comprehensive crypt content. That's a good alliteration, Tyler. That's a good alliteration. Comprehensive crypt content. Tales from the Davy. I'm just joking. Not everything. Tales from the Davy. This guy's just branding his name. It isn't even creative. Jamie says we watch movies outside by the fire pit in the backyard. Okay. Fire pit in the backyard. All right. A Bay of Blood. That would be a fun one to watch by the fire. Stand By Me for an outdoor movie night this time of year. That's a really good one too, Gavin. There we go. Yep. Raymond's right with you. Summer camp films are fun outdoors. The Burning. Couldn't say no to The Burning. Yeah, might as well. Big Rod says I have a Rad Racing shirt because I still want to be Crew Jones. Rad Racing, like like the NES game, Rad Racer. Jamie says Halloween 3 would be a good one. Stand By Me is a good one too. The Burning, writing these down. Last time we watched Lake Placid. All right, that's a fun one. Like, and I mean, I don't know if you guys have watched Jaws yet, but like what Kate and I like to do is we put together, we have like this bucket, like this long bucket, like a little, you know, silicone trough. And we put some Epsom salts, like some scented Epsom salts and some ice. And then we kick the AC up. So the AC is like 82 degrees. And then we get this really cold ass water. We put a movie on and we put our feet, like we soak our feet and ankles in the cold water. It's like poor people's AC. And we watch a movie, you know, like watching something like Jaws, like any of the Jaws films or like Lake Placid. Like that's kind of fun too. You get the warmth of the fire if you're out there, and then you get a little chill on your legs, and you know you feel like you're right on the beach. I haven't seen The River Wild in years, but I remember that one with Kevin Bacon and Meryl Streep. Yeah, I guess I haven't seen Rad Racing. I need to catch up. Ooh, Big Rod. I'm no longer a fellow Sactonian. I moved to my home of Lodi. Oh yeah. I love that song Lodi by Creedence Clearwater Revival. Just about a year ago, I set out on the road, seeking my fame and fortune, looking for a heart of gold. Okay, I won't sing all night for you guys. Watch Deathgasm if you want to see metal heads kill demons with dildos. Well, I definitely want to see that. I'm going to shout out one of my first feature film credits. I Survived a Zombie Holocaust is a fun New Zealand rom-com. I need to check that one out, Tyler. Guys, Tyler does really, really great work. Really fun stuff. If you don't follow him on socials, you're missing out on some fun work of his, not only in film, but doing like skits and little videos, visual artist, man. It's important stuff, and it's really cool to see guys like Tyler getting to stretch those creative muscles. Have a good night, Nicholas. Thank you so much, man. Take care. We got Chris Snyder from Movie Misfits. What's happening, bud? Great to see ya. Great to see ya. Yeah, I've just been chit-chatting because this is wild, Chris. I don't know if you've ever had anything like this, but our guy, let's see if he's still in the chat. I'm going to see if he's got a more recent chat. So our guy, Eli Cortez, who's a subscriber over here, the other day he was like, Davey, do you have Halloween Ends on Steelbook? And I was like, no, I don't. And he was like, well, I've got an extra copy. Would you like one? What's your P.O. box? And I'm like, well, I don't have a P.O. box because no one cares about me. So we hooked up on, email, and he was like, all right, I'll send you Halloween Ends Steelbook. And then he was like, there might be some other stuff in there. And so I just did this unboxing, Chris, and it's friggin' crazy, dude. Like, not only did he send this really beautiful Halloween Ends Steelbook, but he sent me the first 4 seasons of Tales from the Crypt. Oh, and I'm dropping stuff. And Sky Sharks, which looks like so bad it's good. So it's been an incredible night here. It's wild. And not only that, but Chris, I'm a bachelor tonight because Kate's at the Kenny Chesney concert. Yeah. Oh, come on, Chris. You're so likable. I love you, Chris. We all love you, right? We want you to come back, man. We can't wait for you to be, I know you're preparing for some projects, but I feel like, when you're ready, you're going to come back for some more of that. And can't wait, man. Can't wait. Especially what you guys were talking about last night, talking about Saw. It's like, man, I really do got to catch up on that. I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I'm missing out on one of the better horror franchises out there because it just came along at a time of my life where I wasn't really paying attention to like all of the new movies that came out. There are certain like dips with certain things, and since that is like kind of a new school style of horror, I guess I didn't vibe with it right away. I liked the first few movies, but I just fell off after that. So I need to get back in for sure. Oh my God, dude. Yeah. Tales from the Crypt's amazing. Yeah. There it is. Yep. I do have to look at Saw with fresh eyes. So you Saw fans out there, I have to ask this. Shawnee Smith, you guys love her from Saw. Have you seen Jamie? I would imagine that you've probably seen this movie. I don't know, Chris, maybe you have as well, because you really do like older comedies, like even comedies that were like literally before your time. But what do you guys think of Who's Harry Crumb with John Candy? Because I love that movie, and Shawnee Smith is maybe like, I don't know, maybe she was like 20, 22 in that movie. Like it must have been 88, 89. She's like totally adorable, really charming, really funny. It's sort of like John Candy doing like a Fletch type movie, like an investigative kind of flick like that. Really fun stuff. Of course. Why did I even ask? Why did I even ask? Jamie Hart? Saw it in the theater. Guys, can we put together, should we do like a Davey Death Ray Jamie Hart shirt that's just like the front of the shirt is just Jamie's name and her icon, and it says I saw it in the theater. Like that would be hilarious. Like take exactly what you see. Sorry, guys. Exactly what you see right there. Put that on a black shirt. That would be amazing. That shouldn't even be a Davey Death Ray shirt. Jamie, that should be your shirt for your channel when you come back. Ooh, Summer School's great. Summer School's really good. Yeah. Kirstie Alley. What's his face from oh my gosh, why can't I think of his name? Mark. Why am I forgetting his name, guys? It's because I'm live. It's because I'm live. Love Terry Crumb. Been a while though. Yeah, a little James Belushi cameo there at the beginning. Really fun. I mean, and of course, Duder from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Like, not the best. I mean, not even not the best guy, but like a really sick person. But like the performances that he puts out there are pretty memorable. Yeah, Raymond, you should check it out. If you like John Candy, you should check it out. Drinking Game. If I could go back and see one movie again for the first time, it would be the original Saw. Wow. That's a good thing you brought up there. Chris, that would make a fun video, dude. That would make a really fun video where you have like people submit their suggestions for like movies that they wish they could see again for the first time. I've thought about that with oddly enough with video games. You guys, I'm a huge old school, like I play like NES, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo. I play Atari. Like that's like my wheelhouse for video games. I play some modern games, but I tell you what, if I could play Resident Evil 4 for the first time ever again, I might choose that over watching any movie again for the first time. Although Evil Dead 2013, I'd want to see that again for the first time. I'd want to see the original Evil Dead for the first time. Let's just throw most of the franchise in there. But the first Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2013, that would be amazing to see those for the first time. Speaking of Shawnee, Brett Mann actually got Chris Snyder a personalized autographed. That's amazing, man. That's really, really cool. See, the community's incredible, guys. Mark Harmon, thank you so much, Chris. I'm sorry. I've been hitting the granddaddy purple. It's freaking embarrassing, but I didn't plan on doing this. I don't owe you people a goddamn thing. No, I'm just joking. Jamie says my mom's favorite family activity was movie watching. Yeah, I was there constantly, but also on dates and with friends. Yeah, matinee prices. Oh my God. I remember even when I was like, Jamie, I don't think that you and I are like too far apart in age. Like we might be like, I was born in 82. I would guess that we're 6 or 7 years apart or something like that. But even in the late 80s, early 90s, matinees were like $3.25, $4, for a kid. It was like pretty manageable. Even back then, pretty manageable. Yeah, it is like, dude, that is a great idea. I really do appreciate you dropping that in there because I think I always think like with the channel and stuff, it's like, everyone can like, I can do rankings. I've done them before. People do rankings, but like that idea right there of like movies that you wish you could watch for a first time. You could do a video, like you and I could do a video, Chris, where we each pick like 3, right? And then we just see what folks in the chat say. That could be fun. Whenever you're ready, bud. Whenever you're ready, you just reach out. Raymond saw Shawnee in a movie this weekend called Bloodline Killer. I have not heard of that one. I think she's solid though. Yeah. Oh, she's really good in The Blob. Yep. Thank you, Jamie. A Chuck Russell film, who also directed A Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors, which I watched earlier tonight. Man, those A Nightmare on Elm Street movies are so goofy. They are so goofy. There you go. Eli's behind it, Chris. So we're on to something. Meeting the voice of Leon tomorrow. That's great. Just whatever you do, can you just have him say, Ashley, quick, hide. Something like that. I don't know. Wait. Follow me. Wait. Follow me. Wait, follow me. It's my favorite thing to do. Yeah. House of the Dead game's great. Movies, total dog shit. RE4 again for the first time, or BioShock. All right. Even I would take like Super Mario Land or Super Mario World, sorry, as a first time. I'd do that. Yeah. Castlevania, one of my favorite games of all time, maybe my favorite games of all time. Yeah, I have that Resident Evil 4 remake, and it's really damn good, Jamie. I've played it through like 3 or 4 times. I think it's better than the like I think they trimmed the fat. Like I love that original game. I wouldn't ever like to me it's the greatest game of all time. Like it beats out all the Zeldas and all that, the original Resident Evil 4, but I do think that the remake they really like they're expecting that most people that play that remake have already played the original. So I like that they threw us a couple curveballs, but I like that they also eliminated some of the bullshit. Have a good one, Gavin. Thank you so much for hanging out. All right, there you go. So you're about 9 years older than me. That's no big deal. I have siblings that are older than you. I wish I could have seen Avengers Endgame in the theater with the crowd. Saw it on Blu-ray. You know, it's probably about the same. I mean, I guess there's the moment where is Endgame the one where Captain America gets the Thor's hammer? I don't know. In honor of Jamie, a movie you wished you'd seen in the theater. Well, that's easy. For me, it's Jaws. I would watch Jaws in the theater. My favorite movie of all time. I mean, I've seen it in a theater, but like to see it, I would imagine Carbonite, what you're getting at is like seen in the theater on the original run. Yeah, Jaws, absolutely. I guess if I'm talking like a movie that I just want to see in the theater now because I never have seen it in the theater in any regard, let's just go on right back to Dead Alive because I've never seen Dead Alive on a giant screen and I would love to do that. I was fortunate enough to see Evil Dead 2 and Day of the Dead when I lived in Portland, and it was original film stock, which was really cool. Like you had to go to a special theater to go see it. The Evil Dead 2 show was in a kind of a smaller little room, and it was, relatively well attended. The Day of the Dead show was in like kind of a big spot and not many people. It was really cool. Like that's my favorite zombie movie of all time. That makes me think of Abe. Hello, follow me. Wait, grr. I don't know what that is. Abe Simpson? Maybe. Resident Evil is my favorite video game franchise. RE2 is my favorite game. Yeah. RE2 is great. Yeah, Silent Hill 2 remake comes out October 6th. I pre-ordered it. It's my favorite game of all time, so they better not mess it up. They better not, Jamie. They better not. Getting a photo op with both Leon and Claire from Resident Evil 4 tomorrow, or Resident Evil tomorrow, so that's going to be awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I better see that all over the socials. You got to keep me motivated there, Chris. I can't believe the alarm, my shorts alarm went off, even though I had the do not disturb on. That's so terribly rude. Tyler says the crowd I had for Deadpool and Wolverine was awesome. Constant laughter and some huge cheers. Hell yeah. There you go, Jamie. Saw Dead Alive at the theater. Might as well just call it a day. Return of the Living Dead. I would love to watch that on the big screen. That would be really fun, Chris. There you go. I'm a stream warrior. Right, Raymond? All right. Everyone takes a shot. Jamie saw it in theaters. I know. I don't even have, I could go get my drink, but then you guys would have to look at a blank screen. If you guys want to look at a blank screen so I can get my drink and we can do a shot for Jamie, then so be it. And then I can sing you guys a Elvis Costello song and then we can all go to bed. How does that sound? Oddworld. Okay, there we go. I know of those games, but that's like a generation of gaming that I just wasn't like present for. I was probably like, dude, I was still wanting to play like Game Boy when that stuff was cool. I'm that kind of like cheesy nerd. Even when that was like the cool shit when PS2 was out, I was like, yeah, guys, but Nintendo. Movie Misfits. Chris, I got a code red. That'll have to do. Yeah, I don't want to leave you guys. But I could leave you guys and bring a cat in. I could put a cat in my place. How about this? Can you guys, will you guys, there's 12 people in the chat right now. How much do you want to bet that there's going to be 12 people when I get back in 30 seconds? Are you guys cool with me bailing for 30 seconds? Maybe not even that. 10 seconds? Can we do it in 10 seconds? Let's go. All right. That was pretty quick, right? Was that pretty quick? Did anyone time me? 8 seconds? What am I at? What am I at? Oh, so it's Knob Creek. I'm sorry. I thought it was Bullet, but it's this Knob Creek like pre-made old fashioned, and I've been putting squirt in it. So I'm making it an old fashioned whiskey shower. Oh, Jamie, you're so sweet. Of course we're cool with you bailing for a few. And Chris says, bring me that pussy cat. I wish, none of my cats would like have it. Like I would hold them up. We could write it right now, right? I'd hold the cat up. It would look over here, it would look over there, and then it would start just like fighting me. That's just what cats do, right? Big Rod is shooting tequila. Woo! Yep. Should I sing a song? What do you guys think? Should I sing a song? Ooh, a bottle of Malort. Raymond, all I had for video games was an Atari when I was a kid and an Xbox years ago. I think Atari's great. I think the 2600 is really good. I think the 5200 is pretty sweet. Like I love when all the games that people love to play on their phones are basically Atari games. Twisted Locker, you guys. I had mentioned them in the stream earlier tonight on Good Real Hunting when we watched A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Stream Warrior. And the time difference is mad. It's 6 p.m. there and he's getting ready for work. Yep. Or 6 a.m., right? It's got to be 6 a.m., right? In the UK. Guys, if you have not checked out the Twisted Locker, they have a fantastic channel. A couple of guys from Wales, I believe they're cousins. I thought they were Irish because the accent to me was so similar, but it's like, well, I guess I don't hear many people from Wales. So, they're across the pond doing really cool stuff. Like we have our tastes are so aligned, it's, I mean, I was just talking about Dead Alive, and I know that both Curtis and Jenks over there really dig Dead Alive, and I can't wait. We are, I had talked about on Sunday during my live that I was going to be suspending the weekend roundups. And one of the reasons is so I can do more pre-recorded vids. I'm actually going to be hopping on with the guys from the Twisted Locker this Sunday. It'll be 10 a.m. my time, 6 p.m. their time. And we're going to talk, we're going to shoot a little video about hidden horror gems. And I can't wait. I submitted my films. I don't know what they're going to pick, but it's going to be really cool. They just hit 1,000 subscribers as well. So if you guys don't follow them, go check them out. Really great production, really great conversation, awesome personalities, charming guys. If you like what you're seeing over here, you're going to love what you see over at the Twisted Locker. So check it out. All Raymond has is water. There it is. Yep, there it is. Jamie says, I have 2 cats. All they want to do is be outside right now. Yeah. Yeah. They don't even, my cats don't even want to snuggle me, Jamie. They're like, I want your attention. Cats are, and I know this is a generalization, but cats are such chicks. It's like, I want your attention, but as soon as you start petting them, they wander away like 6 inches and flop down. So if you pet them, you have to be at this uncomfortable position. And I'm like, y'all like a bunch of, you want my attention, but you want it to be difficult for me to give you my attention. What's with that? Yeah. So Genesis and NES are amazing. Love those when I play video games regularly. I seldom game, but I still like to collect. Yeah. I don't have much time. Tyler, I mean, you're a family man. Like I'm not even a family man and I don't have time to game. Like, and I love it when I find those moments. I think maybe that's why I like old school games more, because you can just shut them off. So sometimes it's like, I might only have an hour, so let's put on some Super Mario World. Yeah, Raymond, Cobweb's channel, really good stuff. Daniel's channel is so damn good. Guys, I thought I was a big horror fan, and after watching his channel, I'm like, this guy knows what's up. 105, yeah. 10:05 for Tyler. Tyler and I are in the same time zone. You got it. I don't know if am I speaking with Curtis or Jenks? I don't know. But yeah, absolutely really pumped. I wish I have to figure something out with late night so I can have some of those folks from across the pond on late night with the Davy, because I'd love to have Darren from the Slaughtered Lamb. I'd love to have Curtis and Jenks from Twisted Locker, and of course Barry from Wolfman's Got Nards. It would be really cool. I mean, he's one of the first, like he and Lee from Drum Dums are two of the first YouTubers that I really, fell in love with as far as like film talk goes. Like Angry Video Game Nerd was my like foray into, YouTube back in like 06, 07. So yeah. Got to figure out a way to get these guys on. Ashton just watched Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm satisfied. That sounds good, bud. I'm glad you're satisfied. Watching it on Saturday. Tomorrow I meet Hoffman. But Chris, am I wrong in thinking that Hoffman and the other guy look exactly alike? I just think they look exactly the same. I don't get it. Ben Grimm, what's up? What's happening? Ben Grimm says, I'm a cat fan. They want to do their own thing for most of the day and then hang out for a couple of hours a day. That's perfect for me. I dog sit for my brother and the constant need for attention. Yeah, cats are more like us. I think that's one of the reasons why people are like off put. Notice a person is never going to be like, oh, like everyone will be like, cats are weird. Like non-cat people are like, they're so weird. What it really is like, they're just like us, right? It's a la carte, sometimes they want to be loved. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they like just want you to be there to service them. Sometimes they want that intimate interaction. I think like that's one of the common things that we have with them. And yeah, I think that sometimes I love dogs. Don't get me wrong. I think dogs are great. Sometimes I do think the neediness of dogs can be a bit much. I'm needy enough as is, so I don't need a lower life form needy thing following me around. I'll take a lower life form aloof thing following me around. And Kate and I have 3 cats, so we have 3 of those. Yeah, I wish I knew that secret, Raymond, for having cats sit on your lap for hours. Yeah, they can be total a-holes. Oh, yeah. What's up, Toronto Freddy, Davey Deathray? Holy fucking shit, my mind is blown from the experience I just had watching Deadpool and Wolverine. That's awesome. So Ashton was satisfied, and Toronto Freddy has brains being blown out the backside of his head. It's amazing. That's amazing. I can't wait to check it out. I almost watched it tonight, but I'm here with you guys. I don't know if Eli is still in the chat, but guys, I will periodically I should show this off for folks that are jumping into the chat. Eli sent the very first subscriber mail-in that I've ever had. He told me he had an extra copy of Halloween Ends on Steelbook. So he sent that my way. It's absolutely gorgeous there. But what I didn't expect is that he was going to fill this big old box full of stuff. So he shot over the first 4 seasons of Tales from the Crypt and Sky Sharks. And we even got some other goodies on top that are sliding off all over the place. I'm not picking them up again. But yeah, guys, for everyone tuning in, like this has been amazing. I can't believe it. So really pumped to share this moment with you guys and just share all this kind of shit with you guys. Lunchtime with the Davy. Yeah. Played the quarry again last week. My favorite save, or my last save point, was February 10th. Yeah. I have a love for a-hole cats. Yeah. You know what? These are my first 3, and I don't know how I'm going to process losing them, Jamie, but they're like 5 years old, between, or 4 to 6. One of them's 4, 2 of them are 6. We feed a raw food diet to them, so we hope they have a really long life. Toronto Freddy still here. Laugh out loud. You know what? Sometimes, Eli, I just say that because if I don't see somebody chime in, I'm like, we all got lives to live, right? What can you do? The most violent Marvel film and Deadpool film. Well, that's really cool. The Quarry is a great game, but I can't seem to get past the middle without getting too scared. Oh, I haven't heard of The Quarry, Jamie. I must be I'm just behind the times. But man, scary games, that can be a real thing, right? It's kind of fun. It's the walking sim, right? You feel like you're in the ring or in Smile, right? You're walking around trying to figure everything out. Well, shit. What are we at? 136. We've been going on for a little bit. Jamie says the Quarry has David Arquette and Ted Raimi. Well, I love both of those actors. Ted Raimi, who was in Intruder with his brother Sam. Davey Arquette. I know. I just said Dave Arquette or David Arquette. Yeah, I didn't even recognize that. That's amazing. Ben says the people who did The Quarry are making a new game of that type for the Dead by Daylight universe. All right. Are they going to work in Michael Myers? Did they put Michael Myers in Dead by Daylight? Let me know. Let me know. Whew. Is it Friday tonight or is it just Thursday tonight? Do I have to work tomorrow? Do you guys want to hear me play a song? Yes or no? I'll bust out the guitar if so. If not, I'll stop embarrassing myself by asking about it. 50. We have 15 people. I started this stream an hour and a half ago. This is the most we've had in here. That's wild. Guys, what do you want to look at first? The folks that are shuffling in. What do you want to look at first? Or do you want to hear me play a friggin' Elvis Costello song? Because I can do that too. Oh, settle down now. Until Dawn. I have not ever played Until Dawn. It's Friday here. Yeah. Because it's Friday. You ain't got no job and you ain't got shit to do. All right. Ashton wants to see Tales from the Crypt. Let's do it. Let's do it. Check this out here. So what does it slide out there? So you got your cool little sleeve that everything slides out of. And oh, this is really cool. So yeah, little like blurbs about each episode there. And you got your discs as well. Of course, and All Through the House. That was even in the original Tales from the Crypt film, the anthology film that came out in the 70s. And I think Zemeckis directed that one there. Man, these are so good. Dig That Cat, He's Real Gone. That's the 3rd episode. I always wait. For some reason, I thought And All Through the House was the 1st episode. It says 2. I wonder if it aired first. Let's see here. Oh, they aired on the same day. So The Man Who Was Death and All Through the House aired on the same day. I did not know that. Oh my goodness. We got D Shaw Entertainment says play High Fidelity. I don't know High Fidelity. I really like playing Miracle Man. I don't know if you guys know Miracle Man by Elvis Costello. That's one that I really enjoy playing. There's an Until Dawn movie coming, so I need to catch up on this video game here. Yeah. Yep. Bobby Z. There are 4 hardcore crowd cheering moments. Wow. For Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay. Toronto Freddy, don't spoil it too much for me now. David F. Sandberg is making the Until Dawn. See, I'm totally out of the loop. I've never even heard of this game, and now you guys are talking that it's like really awesome. You love it. There's a remake coming out. Now there's a movie coming out. So I need to catch up on some shit easily. Has anyone played The Evil Within? No, I have not played that. Yeah, Toronto Freddy. I almost went and watched that movie after watching Dream Warriors tonight because my wife is at Kenny Chesney Take Two tonight. The first last night got canceled because of a lightning storm, and she's back there tonight. But I'm hanging out with you guys, showing off these really cool little goodies that Eli Cortez sent to me, which is absolutely effing incredible. I'll watch this whole first box of Tales from the Crypt tonight. There it is. And there it is. Hell yeah. All right, guys. We've been going hour and 40, but there's 14 people in here. So every time I'm like, well, maybe I should end this stream, I'm sort of like, well, people keep on showing up. So what do you guys want to talk about? I know Toronto Freddy just saw Deadpool and Wolverine. Anyone seeing Long Legs that hasn't seen it yet? Anyone, what are you guys looking forward to in August? You know, what are you looking forward to for the rest of the year? What's your favorite horror movie that you don't hear enough people talking about that you think's absolutely great? Throw it all at me. What you got? Evil Within is great, constantly on the edge of resources like bullets. All right. That's like playing, even when you play, a lot of people said with Resident Evil 4, it was a bit too easy. But if you play the professional mode, you definitely feel like you're constantly on the edge of resources. I got to check it out. I got to check it out. Big Rod says, I played The Evil Within. I got it on Black Friday and ruined my girlfriend's Christmas gift to me. Big Rod. That's a tough thing, right? Like you have to sort of ask, like, or you have to say, like, don't get it for me for Christmas because I know I'm going to buy it on Black Friday, right? There it is. I think I like The Evil Within 2 better than the first one. Love the Twin Peaks. Well, I know you love the Twin Peaks, so I imagine, yeah, those references for sure. Long Legs was good, but overhyped. Actually looking forward to M. Night's new one, Trap. Looks good. Comes next week. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. Is there going to be a twist, or is the twist going to be that there's no twist? Tyler says it is, in fact, possible to be overhyped about Deadpool and Wolverine. I kind of numbed out by being too in my head about the movie and what to expect. Kind of got my socks blown off by hype. Great, though. That's why I didn't watch like the last few little teaser trailers that came out, and I haven't watched any reviews because I just don't want it to influence me. I don't want to know about like the cameos that I saw in the first trailer or first two trailers, I guess. Like I'm cool with those. I don't want to know anything else, and I don't want to know any of the other jokes. And like I have total faith that it's going to be good. But if it's not better than the first two Deadpools, then I'm cool with that. I think Romulus is going to be really good too, Ashton. I love Fede Alvarez. I think it's going to be great. Yeah. Have a good one, Toronto Freddy. Take care, y'all. All right, guys. Yeah, I guess that's probably a good time to sort of wrap things up. You know, we got a handful of people or a dozen or so people in here, but I got to work in the morning and all that sort of stuff. So I might as well grab myself a little midnight snack and hit the hay as well. Jamie Hart saying sweet dreams, Freddie. Oh, the Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse is hilarious. I need to check that out. Raymond, hit me up with a DM. Let me know. I need you guys to reach out and let me know about movies that I'm missing. But yeah, guys, this has been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to Eli, whose chat we have right there on the screen. Because of Eli, I'm able to add this amazing Halloween Ends Steelbook to my collection, as well as the first 4 seasons of Tales from the Crypt and Sky Sharks. Can't wait to check these all out. I mean, I've seen Halloween Ends, of course. It's one of my favorites in the whole franchise. And I would say I most likely have seen 90% of these Tales from the Crypt episodes. I've never owned them before, but I can't wait to see them, like, not having to stream them. This was years and years ago. This is going to be amazing to be able to watch them and to be able to watch them and share them with Kate and we'll do some reviews, guys. It sounds like you guys are interested in some reviews, so maybe we can prioritize some episodes or cherry pick episodes for certain times of the year. That could be really cool. Like find some fall episodes. I know there's one about somebody that like pretends to be a scarecrow because there's like a farmhand girl that has a crush on the scarecrow. So that might be a fun, like kind of fall harvest episode to watch. But yeah, this has been really fun hanging out with you guys impromptu. Didn't plan this at all. I love every single one of you guys for hanging out. This is incredible. Like I'm closing out the stream and we have more people watching now than we have had for the whole entire time. Like this is absolutely amazing. You guys are great. Please like the stream if you haven't. Come back and drop a content. Like let me know which episodes of Tales from the Crypt that you want to see. Let me know if Sky Sharks is streaming on Tubi. We can do a watch along of Sky Sharks after we wrap up the Jaws franchise. How cool would it be to go from Jaws to Sky Sharks? So let me know in the comments below. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love every single one of you for what you do for the channel. You guys fuel what we do here, and God, it's just so encouraging and so awesome. Can't wait to drop some new vids for you guys and show you some of the collaborations we're working on over here. And, really got to get to some of that Evil Dead coverage there. Can't wait to show that because I'm a giant Evil Dead nerd. So we'll be back with Kate and I will be back on Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to do our Jaws watch along and commentary. And at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be on Horror from the High Desert on the Horror Show channel with Cecil Laird, writer director of Dylan's New Nightmare, as well as Jason from Sinister Cinema Reviews and Braden Timmons from the Braden Timmons channel. We're going to talk about horror movies that take place in the snow. On our first episode of Horror from the High Desert, we talked about movies in the high desert, and now we're going to flip the whole thing and talk about horror movies in the snow. I'm really looking forward to that. Also, Foz and I, for Movie Punks, we are covering Airheads for the month of August. I can't wait to talk about Airheads. It's one of my favorite comedies, and it was one of my Rad 9 1994 films. If you guys haven't checked out that vid, go on over to the channel and check that out. I've also got a couple trailer reactions for the new Joker trailer, as well as the new Terrifier 3 trailer. And thank everybody. I want to thank every single person that watched that Friday the 13th franchise ranking. That's the first like homegrown video that's not like a trailer reaction that broke 1,000 views on the channel. It just broke 1,000 views earlier today. That wouldn't have happened without you guys and without everyone sharing and engaging and all that great stuff. So really appreciate you. This one is dedicated to Eli Cortez. Thank you so much, Eli, for all the booty that you sent me here. It's amazing. The booty you sent in your package. You guys are amazing. Really appreciate you. Have a great rest of your night. And I'll see you on Saturday night. So until next time, I've been and will continue being Davey Deathray. Take care.